All right. Let me get this tweeted out, guys, and we're good to go. Sorry, a little bit of a technical difficulty here on the mobile setup day, but I believe that we're good, guys. All right, get this going here. It is early, early, early on the West Coast, guys. Morning, people. Yeah, it's still like 6:30 for me over here right now. I'm struggling getting this nicotine open. So we got about 10 minutes to go until our open range is defined, and then we're going to make some money today. 6 a.m. looks rough on me, dude. It does, man. I haven't, done any live trading or really any trading from the West Coast in a couple years. So it takes, takes a little bit to get back into that. Yeah, I'm struggling this morning, man. Like over the past, I don't even know how many hours now. I've had very little sleep, just a lot going on. But once this nicotine hits, we're good. If it can get open, Jesus. Morning, Sasha. Good to see you. So I didn't really get to trade yesterday, guys. I kind of came back. I did one scalp at the end. It just looked like a melt up day all day. I didn't really get to see how the price action was though. Seems like my chart is frozen. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll unfreeze it. We should be good to go now. Good to go, guys. Yeah, Josh, we're on YouTube. I had to restart the stream, but the YouTube stream is up and running too, so you're good to go there. The real question is, can I open this pack of Alp in the next 5 minutes? Dude, I haven't had my morning caffeine this morning. We are struggling this morning, guys. We are struggling. Oh, thank God. We're in. Not that I'm addicted, You guys already know. I don't have the wit to do it today. All right. So, looking at the chart finally, it looks like we've held 6,200. I don't know if we're going to hold it permanently today, but at least for the open morning, the first 10-minute price action of the morning, we've held 6,200. So that's something to keep note of here. Let's see. It's looking like it could be a bullish day for us, guys. Let's just see what happens off of this. But as of right now, I'm thinking bullish. I am going to give it the first 15 minutes this morning just because even though I'm thinking bullish right now, I we're kind of at the top of this open range. It's not fully defined yet, but it's like putting in highs on the open range. So I just don't want to really get smacked down. Um, you know, taking the early long if that's what's going to happen. Okay. Yeah, I'm in LA, Adam. Yeah, I got here yesterday. I'll be here for the not this spot that I'm at now. I was only here for last night. We got in and then we stayed with my wife's sister. She lives in LA. So that's where I'm at today. But you know, the next 10 days or so, I'll still be here in LA, just a different spot. See what 6210 does for us. 2 minutes to go, guys, and our open range is defined. All right, I just got the YouTube chat pulled back up. So I'm seeing your all's comments. Yeah, there was two live feeds on YouTube. I had, you know, any technical issue, Jesus, that you think you could have this morning, I had it. So that's all that was. Let's see. You know what? I am going to go ahead and take a starter to the long side, guys. Put two contracts on, um, and I'm going to drag my stop loss a little bit wider. So I'm going to risk 500 bucks on this opening scalp here. Um, I have it right down here, if you guys can see, under these little wicks, because I think if it drops under that, we're going to go to low of day. So I'll go stab to the long side here, looking for maybe 62.15 to 62.20 would be a cool move. The open range is defined. 6,200 held this morning. A lot of people were thinking that, we're going to open and just flash down under 6,200. I didn't know what was going to happen. Um, but, we waited. We got the 6,200 hold, and now let's see what we can make happen here. Hopefully, in the next 5 minutes, this Alp kicks in because I need to get going this morning, guys. Get going, I mean, waking up going. So, trying to bust out of that open range high area. No, Adam. Tommy doesn't live in LA anymore either. We both moved out of LA at the same time, just to different places. I moved to Tennessee. Tommy moved to Texas. But all of my wife's family is still in California, so we come here frequently to visit her, and I still have some friends out here as well. All right, let's get down to business, guys. We're holding above 62.10. Um, I think we can go grab 62.15. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. Um, we trading 5 minutes today, so sorry. I was doing some testing with some things last night. The 5 minute chart is on screen, but I have screens off camera as always, so I have multiple time frames. I didn't realize what time frame this one was on. Let me switch that back for you guys. There we go. The 5 minute can look cleaner sometimes though, like um, the moves like sorry, I guess the position distance from each candle is not going to look as much on the 2 minute, but the chart can look nice and clean and you can see a better picture sometimes. So it is good that you alternate between time frames. Um, but I like to keep the 5 minute and the 2 minute pulled up. Those are my top two. And then I'll keep an hourly chart kind of in the background as the morning progresses, and I can kind of see where we're at overall in the morning. So it's a very real possibility that until after 10 a.m. Eastern time, then we might just kind of hover around here a little bit, and then after that 10 a.m. candle, we can probably get some clearer direction. Like seeing the current price on screen. Okay, that's good to know, Lance. I downloaded a new streaming software. I've been using OBS, but I found a new one that I think might be a little bit better. So when I get back home to Tennessee, with my home office and full setup, I'll probably make the transition on that over to this as well. So lots and lots of cool things coming to the stream for you guys in the coming days. I'm gonna go ahead and take one contract off. Just because it's my opening scalp on the day. Um, so I'll take one off and then move my stop loss up with me. Okay, getting stop in the profit right there. And just if you guys are watching, like the way that this works, like it'll show my open P&L right here in this little area. If I'm not in a trade, if you want to know, I mean, not that it matters for you guys or your accounts, but if you do want to know what I'm up on the day, there's this little green box right here that says D, and then that says what I'm up on the day. So currently right now, just up $127, off the opening little scalp. Um, so if you guys do want to keep track with what I'm making on the morning, you can do so by that little box. So my plan, just so I can talk out loud for you guys, I'm probably going to stay light. Like if I take another scalp before 10 a.m. Eastern, it's going to be on lighter size because I just want that 10 a.m. candle to get out of the way. Once that gets out of the way, then I'm going to be looking to size up and take some good setups. But until then, just little small scalps. Patrick, if you don't like the Volumetrica update, Iron Beam is coming out at the end of the month, and then a lot of other connections that you can, choose a lot of different platforms. I still like Volumetrica. I mean, it's, in my opinion, one of the easiest things to trade on. But if you're not liking it, then you can switch over to Iron Beam when that launches. But yeah, there's 6215 that we were originally looking for, guys. Um, you know, hindsight's 2020. We could have stayed in that position. But, I'm never going to be too upset with locking some money in. And now that I'm in LA for the next 10 days, that $127, I'm going to need it because that's about the price of a coffee out here. You're looking for chart trading and can't find it? I don't know, man. My chart trading is still on. Um, yeah, you do select one click. That's right, Sean. Looks like you guys are green so far. This is good. Looking back, I should have held mine a little bit longer, but you know, the lack of sleep and the rough start getting set up this morning, I just want to lock in a win, get on the board the correct way, and then reassess here. But a pretty clean break of the open range so far. Likely going to go up and test for that 6220 level. I would like to get some sort of a mini pullback so I can get in it for the 6220 break. We definitely had the right entry right there, guys. We had the right idea. I just took my profit off too early. Um, so the thought process was right, the entry was right, made money on it, but I shortchanged myself in a big way. So that's on me. And as we keep going up and making new highs here on ES and SPY, if that's what you guys are trading, we're going to be in price discovery mode. So it could be a little bit of a tough price action to trade because you don't know when the top is coming in. All right, 3 minutes to go, guys, and we got that 10 a.m. Eastern candle coming. So after that happens, I'll feel a lot less hesitant, and then, I'll start putting my size on. Just scrolling through chat here, guys, on both Twitter and YouTube. It looks like you guys are doing good. Barash, you had a good run on that one right there. Um, Chris is green. Jeff's green. I like it, guys. I'm gonna take a one contract starter to the long side back here at 62.20. And I'm gonna put a stop right here, right at 62.15. Just looking to be in and out of this one. Just to start putting some layups in the basket. Imposter's green, I like it. We're all going to be green on this channel, guys. In the long run, everybody in this channel is going to be big, big green. Because we're doing the right things. We're having good risk management. We're taking the right setups. If we keep showing up and doing this every day, it's impossible for us to not make money. Mathematically impossible. If we can etch on down closer to that 62.15 spot, I might be able to get a second contract in. All right, here's the 10 a.m. candle. Let's see if we can push up a little bit more. I'll take mine off right there. 10 a.m. candle's out of the way now. Um, when I went into that trade, I was just looking for a tiny little scalp on one contract. So I don't want to deviate away from that plan. So I'm just doing quick scalps this morning, guys. Um, and like I keep saying, don't hate on little tiny quick scalps because um, they definitely add up over the day. And if you're making money, guys, don't worry about the money that, oh, well, I missed out on this much profit, or, I could have left a runner on, etc. As long as you're locking in profit in the green, you're beating the 95%. Because remember, guys, 95% of people lose every day. Um, and even if we're making a little bit, we're beating the 95% out. With getting myself awake, so I'm not trying to do anything with getting myself awake, anything stupid. Okay, so we just keep making new highs here. Um, I want to see how that 6230 level hits. That's the next psych level that I see that we could have an exchange at 6230. So let's see if we can tap that and then maybe look for a short. If I can get like 6228, 6229, I might start scaling in. Put one in right there to the short side, guys. And my plan on this one is to see how high I can get, or sorry, how close I can get up to 6230. And then maybe get some more size on this for, you know, the trend is still bullish, so I'm counter trading right now. I'm just looking for a little bit of a pullback, and I can get out on that pullback. So we're doing the test of 6230 here. Let's just see if we can get a little, this will be the time I welcome a choke slam. Yeah, Crooklyn, it is hard to trade at highs. Like that is a good point. It's all new territory. I'm just looking for, you know, we might tick up a couple ticks higher here, get closer to that 6230, but I do think it needs to pull back a little bit. I don't think we're just going to keep, green candle, green candle, green candle all day. Um, but, I'm not going to just keep fighting against the trend if it starts breaking above 6230. That's kind of my logic behind this trade. Put another one on here to just give me a little bit of a push down here, guys. A little bit of a push down, and I'll see what kind of profit that puts us in. And if I have to keep taking $200 and $300 scalps today, I have no problem doing that because I know that they'll add up to a nice win at the end of the day. I think we can push down a little bit more though. Maybe come down, test that 6220 spot again. All right, sorry guys, I had to go on mute there for a second. Um, we're getting up here right now, touching that 6230. Um, I'm still looking for the same thesis here. Yeah, just like that. Let's go. Come on. See if we can push it on down. That could be a reject like we're looking for right there. I just don't want to go break above that wick. That 6230 is seemingly the spot that we're having, a bit of a battle at right there, kind of like we thought. I don't know what it is, guys. 6030, 6130, now 6230. Those 30s are the spot. If we can start showing some weakness, and get under 6225, I'll add into this short. Yeah, sorry. I had to adjust the audio for a second. My dog is going a little bit crazy this morning. She's not liking LA right now either. Go ahead and put, for me, a stop loss right here at 31. So that gives me a clear exit. You know, I'm risking 5 points, guys. So, I have a 5 point stop loss on this. Um, we were starting to reject under 6230 there. But it, kind of got bought back up for now. I was looking for more of a fill on that, and it just didn't come yet. So I know where my stop is. I'm going to put a third contract on right there. I still think 6230 can hold as some resistance, personally. Yeah, like I said, guys, on Monday's stream, I'm going to be set up in an office here. So for today, it was just a ragtag setup just so we can come and make money in the trenches. But Monday, we are good to roll. Give us the breakdown here. Come on. Move my stop down. So now I'm only risking, $375 if it goes against me with 3 contracts on. So roughly a 2 point stop right now is what I'm working with. Nice and tight. Let's go. Come on down, baby. Come on down. Just looking for layups, guys. Take one of my contracts off just to de-risk some, and then start dragging this stop down. I'm just playing off of that 6230 area. That's what I'm trying to do here. If we can break down under this little structure, I'll keep dragging the stop with me and see how far we want to push. Touching that 25 spot right now. I want to break down under 25. There we go, kind of like that. Take one more off and start dragging my stop with me, guys. Getting our way to a decent morning against all odds. And this is what happens, guys, when you just, you stay calm with trading. You don't have to go crazy with size, and you keep going for layups. You get yourself to a nice win on the day. I'm liking it. Start dragging this down with me more. Don't want to give any of this move back, so I've got it pretty tight on here now. I'm telling you guys, I've been saying it for a month. The 30s, 60-30, 61-30, 62-30, those are a freaking nightmare. So we just caught it on the right side this time. Looking to push down a little bit more here. But no matter what happens, at this point, we're going to be up pretty decent on the morning. All right, getting stopped into the profit there. I'm not disappointed in that, guys. So, if you look here right now, I'm up 545 on this account this morning. So, can't be too mad about that. I mean, we're likely going to go down and test 6220. Seems like what's going to happen, but I'm not disappointed at all. And also, just to further, um, display that I'm not addicted to caffeine or anything else. I've had zero caffeine this morning. I've been up at least, I don't know, guys, an hour and a half. Let's call it that. And I've had zero caffeine. I don't think an addict could be awake and not have caffeine for an hour and a half. Just not biologically possible. I think our exit was pretty dang good right there, though, guys. We played that about as well as we could. Nicotine is. Speaking of that, I need some more nicotine. Thank you for reminding me. I got to take this one out. This way over here. It's exactly what we need. See, I didn't want to take this nicotine. But somebody in the chat mentioned it, so what are you going to do? Wasn't my idea. Patrick says disappointing because that long had opened. Should have him up 2K gun shy. Yeah, man. I mean, don't worry about what you could be up. I mean, you also could be down 2K if it would have gone against us. And if the market has been sketchy the last couple of days, which it has, it's actually smart trading to size down and be a little bit cautious just to get some wins back on the board. That's actually good psychological trading. So I don't think you're doing anything wrong. Grizzly winter green. Oh yeah, that's you start talking about grizzly winter green. That's some real. I'm not going to call you an addict, but if anybody was an addict, it'd be grizzly wintergreen people. That's some real gangster stuff. You doing the fine cut or the long cut? And I'm actually going to go long right here, guys. I'll put two contracts long, put a stop loss down here at those wicks, and see if we can go test that 30 and break it this time. Play it both ways. We'll start beating the carnies. If the 30s are the circus, then we're going to take the carnies for a ride today. Oh yeah, long cut, baby. That's the only way to go. And I'm glad that you said grizzly. If you are going to do it, people that have grizzly, just much, much better, more sophisticated than Copenhagen Steve, if you're listening. And no, I'm not just saying that because I'm bitter about the Copenhagen belt. That's it's an atrocity to our Alpenzen belt that it's now the Copenhagen belt. When I had the game won, I was just fooling around, trying to give him a chance. That's my mistake. It's on me. All of this is on me, guys. I'll take full ownership. Pull this up with me some. Oh, I'm getting that belt back. Absolutely, Captain. We're getting it back next week. He better take all the pictures that he can with it because he's never seen it again. Ever. If I was him, I'd be doing exactly what he's doing too, posting about it as much as possible, making good memories with it, man, because when it comes back to us, that's all he's going to have is memories. We might have just got slammed right there at the 30s again, guys. Let's see here. All right, getting stopped right there on that one. Still in the green on the morning. It looked like we were going to go up and break 30 that time. It just didn't do it. Kind of a second reject of 30, so I'm going to go short again, putting 3 on because that was another retest and fail of 30. Um, That's a sign of weakness in my book. Come on, baby, let's do the thing. Taking two of those off, and then put a stop right here on the last one. See if we can break down under 20. Okay. Stopping the profit there. Okay, so basically, I just kind of negated those last two trades there. That first one going for the break of 30 didn't happen. Took my hit on it and then flipped short. Pretty much made everything back there. So I'm still right at 500 on the morning. And that's kind of a glimpse right there, like that, within 60 seconds apart, guys. I was going long for the 30 break, had a logical, nice and tight stop. All right, if it fails 30, here's where I'll get out. Flip short on that, like don't hold a bias one way or the other. Um, you always do what the chart is telling you at the time, even if you think, like I thought it was going to go break 30, it didn't. So I don't, revenge trade, hold on to that bias and, be convinced that I'm correct on that. I just do what the chart tells me. And, if you trade that way, you don't have to know what the market's going to do. Like I've never claimed that I know where the market's going to go, what price it's going to hit, because I don't. That's the honest answer, guys. I just trade what the market is doing at the time. And I've gotten very good at, adapting on the fly. Good trade, Gary. Thank you, Imposter. I appreciate that, brother. But yeah, it's looking like what I would say, guys, if 62.20 fails, we can probably go touch 62.10. If 62.20 holds, we'll probably go up and hit 30. And put one contract on to the short side because it looks like we're getting some bearish momentum that we might want to break under 20. So I'll just put one on, nothing too risky. Give us a breakdown of 20. 30 didn't want to break for us, so let's see if 20 will break for us. Put a stop loss right here. So risking 180 bucks. And if we clear 25 up there, I'll probably put a few onto the long side and see if I can get that proper break of 30. Actually, hmm, I think I want to go ahead and do that. I'm taking mine a little bit early right there, taking that one off, and I'm putting 3 onto the long side, guys. So I'm getting aggressive here just because looks like 20 might have held. We're coming back up to the mids, being 25. Um, and I'll play it for the third time to the charm, break of 30. So I'm putting it on the line here, guys. Putting it on the line. Protect myself in case the worst happens. Give myself some room right there. If it breaks 20, I'm not writing it down. That wick just really looked to me like we wanted to hold 20. So that was a decent buy that stepped in at 20. So I want to see if they can push it up for us. And if we get back above my entry here, I'll average up into it some more and really go for the 30 break. So I've got a 5 point stop on right now. On the 5 minute chart, we put in 2 decent wicks right there at the 20 area. So I just want to see if that buying pressure at 20 can take it to the promised land. What's my strategy here, Heath? Well, I'm playing the volume and I'm playing off of key levels. That's been working for us. Looking at the 5 minute chart, we put in a nice wick at 20, and I'm just looking to hold the 20s and then go up and break that 30. I do think 30 will break today, so that's my strategy. Just looking to break above 25 and go grab 30. And again, if we do get above 25, I'll put size on. Rigid trades, yeah, I have used EMAs in the past, and when I was trading small caps, I used EMAs a lot actually. Um, you can trade ES or SPY with EMAs. A lot of people do it successfully. I just like a nice clean chart. I go by the candlestick structure and the volume and psych levels. That's kind of what I've developed into trading now. But I'm not going to hate on EMAs. I mean, you can get some cool bounces off of those, and they hold pretty true. But just with my scalp style, the way I trade, I just like a nice clean chart to read the candles. Let's clear that 25 area, get into the profit a little bit on this, and then maybe we average up into it. Let's go, guys. Taking one off, taking another one off. Let's go, baby. So someone in the chat that asked what I was doing and what even strategy I have here, that's my strategy, guys. I've been doing this a long time. I try to joke and make it fun, but I'm pretty dang good at reading the volume. Um, I'm not trying to be condescending or anything, but that was my strategy right there that I thought that we were going to get another volume spike. Reading the candle wick. Did I close the profit too early there? Potentially. But I'm sitting at, for me personally, highs on the day this morning, just doing some scalps. 600 on each account, so 1,800 bucks on the morning. With rough sleep and no caffeine, I'm happy with it so far. And then there's the 30 test. I think it's going to break above 30, but 30's been, kind of a pain this morning, guys. So I'm not certain. So I'm just going to sit this one out and let's see what it does. But if you are still long down there, I mean, you're deep into the profit. There we go. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Do not short today, Patrick. Yeah, it's tough to short today, man. Like everything is looking long. We're testing well, not testing, but we are making all-time highs over and over. Um, it is a little bit more of a dangerous game to go short today. Decent trade right there, guys. Decent little trade. What up, Anita? Good to see you in here, dude. I saw your tweet, Anita. You're killing it on your account, so congrats. And like I said, guys, if you guys have been watching the stream for the whole month with us, we've been doing these about 4 weeks now, and we're never going to stop. We're already the number one trading stream on Twitter. Um, and anyway, you guys have learned on here that I use psychological levels a lot. I go by the volume a lot, and I look for scalps. And I'm not afraid to, oh, there's not a pullback there. You can't buy if there's not a pullback. That doesn't look like a clean entry. I've said many times, guys, I don't care about a clean entry. I care about one, making money. Like Am I late to the entry? Maybe I am, but is there more room that it can go? And if I think there is, I don't care if I'm late to the entry. I care about making money on the move. What's my favorite cologne? I can't pronounce the name of it, but it's from Louis Vuitton. One of those. I don't know if it's French or Italian names. It's probably Italian. Um, but whatever that is, it's my favorite. Yeah, this is going to be around this 30 area, guys. Some sketchy price action to trade. I'll put one on here for the 30 break. See if we can get the proper 30 break. Put my stop down to right here. 3 point stop on this one. Actually, I'm going to give myself down here right under 25 is my stop. Um, and the reason being is like we're stuck in this little range between 60-20, or sorry, 62-20 and 62-30. As long as we're, above the mid, which is 25, my brain is telling me that I'm going to go try to break 30. We start getting under that mid and etching back down to 20, then, it flips the opposite way. Okay, well, maybe we're going to go break under 20. So, taking a one contract long up here, looking for the break of 62.30. Take us to victory here, guys. 30 testing right here. And, just setting a realistic target for myself today. If I can make 750 on each account on a Friday with sketchy price action the last 2 days, on a travel day with no caffeine, not that I'm addicted, but with no caffeine, I'll be pretty freaking happy. And like I have no problem, taking a $750 day on each account. That's a lot of money, guys. It really is. You don't have to make, $5,000 a day. Like set your goals to be realistic. I mean, set the expectation, something achievable that you can hit on a consistent basis. Um, because I promise if you aim for, $5,000, $10,000 every day, you're gonna be disappointed a lot of days, guys, and that's gonna put you into some risky situations. And I don't think you're gonna end up making more money at the end of the year. as if you have good risk management, realistic expectations, and you keep stacking up base hits. That's just my opinion. Not financial advice. Definitely not financial advice. I look like I hadn't, dude. I know I'm looking rough this morning, man. I've had no caffeine. It's early here. Like I might have had 5, 6 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. Um, I'm feeling it. But, you know, I'm not going to leave you guys in the trenches by yourselves. So I'm going to show up, whatever, as long as I can wake up and get myself out of bed. I will show up in any condition for you guys. But I'm glad to know that I look as rough as I feel this morning. Oh, dude, as soon as stream ends, I'm running straight to Starbucks. There's one a couple blocks away, man. I am there. Caffeine rejuvenates you. People that hate on caffeine, man, it's a psyop. Caffeine is a miracle supplement. Let's go, guys. Come on. Just give us a break of 30 and we'll be happy. We'll pull this stop up with me now. So now I'm essentially risking nothing. And you guys see, I start my stops a little bit wider when I first take a trade to give it time to play out a little bit. And then as the trade develops and progresses, then I change my stop. Oh yeah, I got a Starbucks, guys. We might be getting into the game now. We might be in the game. All right, I'm going to come alive. Let's see. Now the stakes have changed because I'm getting awake now. Maybe I'll put another contract on. Got stopped right there, guys. On the reject of 30 again. Yeah, and it's pushing down. So if we get back up close to 30, I will take another shot to the long side. Um, or if we go down to 20, I'll take a short. So there was about 4 shots. See what we do with 25. Um, let's see. It's a decent little wick right there on the 5 minute. I'm going back in, guys. I'm going back in. As long as we're anywhere near 30, I'll keep shooting the ball thinking that we're going to break it. Bulls and Bears are duking. Yeah, it is, man. It's playing between that 62-30 and 62-20, so we're stuck in like this little 10-point range. Get myself under this wick right here. If this fails, this will probably be it for me, guys. Risking $675 on this one. All right, I'm putting one more on into that. I have my stop loss set in place. So we're either going to, hold the 20 and then come back up and, get close to 30, and that'll be great for us, or this will be the one that ends it for me today. And that'll put me on a couple $100 red day, which is very manageable. So you have 20 holds here, guys. So I'm risking 5 points on 3 contracts. Looking at the 5-minute chart, I'm going to flip over to that for you guys here so you can see what I'm looking at. So this is the cleaner picture as to what I'm looking at on the 5-minute chart. So I have my stop right down under this little structure here, because if this breaks down, it invalidates the move that we're on right here. So I just have my stop right under those wicks on the 5-minute. And then, if we can get back above this, we're likely going to go break the top of those wicks. We're getting close to that level that I don't want to hit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself just a hair more move in case we do wick down to those wicks right there and then break back up into it. I'm giving myself one extra point, only one, of a stop, um, that would kind of cover that. Then if we break 25, I'll add a fourth contract on. That's my plan. What a morning, guys. Think we might survive this here. I'm losing hair as we speak, dude. Me too. We just might pull this off, guys. This 5 minute chart just, it doesn't want to break under this little area that we have right here, and it's right at 6220. So, as long as 6220 holds with all of the bullish momentum that we have on the day, I have to keep looking for longs. So I was willing to risk, a decent amount right there to let my thesis play out. Caffeine's kicking in a little bit now, so I'm getting more alert, and I think that we're going to get this one, guys. This is a better fight than the Jake. Yeah, dude. Like, I wish Mike never fought Jake Paul. Like, a prime Mike Tyson. Obviously, there's no competition there. But when you're 60 years old, man, uh, you know, Father Time gets everybody. That fight should have never happened to begin with. All right, let's bust above 25 and then go get 30. Then we'll be done with this. So sometimes, like I said, guys, this is why I always keep the 5 minute chart pulled up on another screen at all times because that can tell you a better story um, than what the 2 minute can sometimes. I still love the 2 minute chart. It's probably my favorite, but sometimes you need the 5 minute up, especially on annoying days like this when you're getting like smacked around from level to level. Start pulling this up with me now, just to limit risk. Take one contract into the profit, being smart with it. Take another one in the profit. Just because remember, I said my goal on the day was 750 on this account. So I'm locking in contracts accordingly. That way, when this trade ends, I'm going to be somewhere around that 750 on the day. And now I'm going to let this last contract ride. Hopefully, give me the 60-30 sorry, 62-30 break. I keep saying 60-30 because we've all been scarred by that 60-30 level for the last few weeks. So it's still, you know, comes out of my mouth. Our audio should be good. Sorry, my wife came back from Pilates or whatever kind of workout class she did. Brought me a Starbucks, which that was pretty clutch. So I just, put the volume lower so it wouldn't come through the screen for you guys. So this is going to be a profitable trade for us regardless now because I've taken off, most of my risk, taken those two contracts off, moved my stop loss up with me, all the right things that you want to do. Um, you know, the way that this price action has been, smart money might just take it all off right here. But, I want to be in for this 60-30 break if it comes. So I'm leaving it on with a very tight stop. I mean, on this last contract, if it, comes down and hits my stop, I lose $37. So, that is what it is. I don't really have crazy size on right now to worry too much about it, but I do want this 62-30 break as a moral victory, if nothing else. I think we can get it. I mean, all signs are pointing to that. So we held through the scaries down there as we were approaching that 62.20. We survived that. So now let's see if we can hold up to 62.30. And like I said, guys, this stream has been a little bit chaotic this morning with the setup, with the audio, everything else. Like I said, next week the stream will not be like that. I'll be in a proper office setup, so it'll be stream as normal for you guys. Um, Today it's trench trading. That's a good term, trench trading. I like it. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate that. That's the goal of these streams, dude, is that you guys can learn. Hopefully, we profit together each day. I mean, some days we won't profit, but the goal is that, always that you guys are learning from these streams. I think that's what makes a good, you know, should be a good trading stream is, um, try to provide as much value as possible, teach as much as we can, answer any question that comes out, and then, like little things. I think every trader or every streamer, every trader has different little things they do. You can learn cool things from everybody. Again, like I think there are some other good streamers out there that have good things to offer that maybe they're doing something a little bit different than I am. And piece it all together to form a really good trading strategy that fits you. Because we all have different things that we can offer. Come on. Let's go, baby. Pull this up with me a little bit. So now this one will be stopped in the profit no matter what. And I'll just keep trailing it up. This will be my last trade of the morning, guys. I need more caffeine. I need more nicotine. I need a lot of things today. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging and have this stream down 2 days in a row. So we are here. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I will say, like you guys that are watching these, this is an amazing group of people that's watching these streams. Like you guys really do make this a lot of fun for me. Like you guys showing up every day, I see your comments on here. I see that you're active in the streams. Like I can tell you guys are putting the work in. And you guys are a great group of people to stream for. So I really do appreciate you guys. How'd I do today? Someone on Twitter asked. I'm green, I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm not getting rich today by any means, but I'm struggling today, man. Not really with trading, just with everything else going on with lack of sleep, lack of caffeine, jet lag. So, on a personal level, I'm struggling today, man. But the stream wise, I'm green. Um, as of right now, you see the little box on here. I'm up $600 in each account. I got open profit on right now, so when this is done, that'll add to that total. So, I didn't get rich to retire by any means today, but I made it through. Someone said they're just getting into trading. Do I recommend Forex or crypto? Dude, I've never done crypto personally. I don't know a lot about crypto, so I can't really speak too much on it. Yeah, I'm stopping the profit there. But I would recommend futures. That's what we're trading. I mean, mainly futures and options here. A lot of people that watch, they're still trading SPY options, but what I'm trading on screen is ES futures. And I think if you start getting into futures, man, it's the best thing to trade. I think there's a lot of money to be made here. I need a whiskey drowned coffee, dude. Yeah, that sounds pretty good actually. Um, yeah, so that'll probably end it for me right there, guys. We're just battling around that 62.30 spot. We survived the morning. I'm up 655 in each account. I traded three accounts today. Um, so, close to 2 grand on the day. On this rough morning, dude, I'll take it. Um, and we'll be back on stream for you guys next week. And like I said, there's a lot of really cool stuff coming for the stream. But, if you guys watch this stream with me today, you survived the chaos that I was in this morning. I really appreciate that. It was a rough morning for me getting up this morning. So the fact that you guys showed up and stuck through it with me, uh, you know, we had some good trades. We hit some winners. We kept our wrists tight. I would call it a success. So thank you guys, and I'll holler at you guys in a bit.